All right, welcome to step 2 of this training. In the last section, in the first step of the training, I shot a few videos teaching you about finding profitable niches and how to find affiliate products to promote on your site that you're going to be creating. So now in this section, we're going to talk about actually building the site. So by the end of this section, you will have, if you follow along, you will have a website, a niche website set up, and then you'll be ready to start driving traffic to it when we get to the step 3, which will be the next video series. So just an overview of the videos in this section. First, we're going to talk about the structure of your site. That's what I'm going to go over in this video. Then in the next video, we are going to discuss how to choose a good domain name. And then in the video after that, we'll be talking about how to install WordPress, how to set up your hosting and everything, how to get WordPress installed. And then in the final video, I will be setting up a website, and you can follow along with me. I'll show you exactly how I set these sites up. And so then by the end of that, you should have a website, and you'll be ready to drive traffic to it. So one disclaimer though that I want to mention in case anybody was confused about this, I'm not the god of the internet. So what I'm teaching you here, this isn't the Bible of how you need to go about making money online. I'm teaching you one method that works. This is something that I've done consistently for several years, that the sites that I create, they rank in Google and they stay up in Google for months or years at a time, and they make consistent income for me. So this is one method that works, and that the reason why I'm trying not to be too terribly vague about what I'm teaching. I'm trying to give you one formula that you can follow step by step, and by the end of it, my goal is for you to not just be able to copy and paste this method that I'm teaching you. I would like you, and I hope to be able to teach it to you in a way where you understand not just what we're doing, but why we're doing it, so that after you've built a few of these sites, then you can start to question, well, maybe I should try switching this up and doing things a little bit different. And I would encourage you to experiment. I want you to not only do what I'm teaching you here, but learn why we're doing it so that you can try new things, so that you can develop your own system that will make you money consistently long term online. Now, so in time, I want to encourage you to experiment with this, but for now, for this video series, for this website, for this first one, and I would recommend you do it for several before you start changing things up. I want you to follow what I do step by step, because what I'm doing works. So I want you to understand how to build a website that will make you money, and I want you to understand why it's making you money, why it's working the way that it is, and then you can move on and start experimenting with things and making it your own. But for now, just do exactly what I say, and you just have to trust the fact that I know what I'm doing. So anyway, moving on. This is the structure of our website. Okay, so the type of website that we're going to be doing, basically we're going to do a product review. We're going to do a review of a ClickBank product like we talked about in those previous videos, and that's going to be our home page up here at the top in the blue box. On the home page, we will have the actual product review. Whatever product that we've decided we're going to promote in this niche, we're going to put the review actually on the home page, okay? And then from the home page, we're going to link to 3 other pages, which will be very broadly targeted keywords. So these aren't even necessarily going to be buyer keywords. They're just going to be keywords related to the niche that we're in. So we're going to be getting traffic to these pages using Google and Bing and Yahoo, but specifically Google because that's the search engine that most people use. We're going to be getting all this Google traffic to these pages, to the red pages. These are broadly targeted pages that are supposed to get a lot of traffic, not necessarily buyer traffic, and then we're going to kind of funnel them. Basically, we're going to funnel them to our product review and ultimately to the actual product. But first, we want to just get a lot of people. Okay, we want to the purpose of these pages, just to be clear, is just to get a lot of people to the site, not necessarily people that are right in the ready to buy right at this moment. But then we're going to have some additional pages these green ones, these are going to be actually targeting buyer keywords. So these pages will be more specifically targeting people that are actually ready to buy something right now, or they're looking for a problem that looking for a solution to a problem that a lot of people would be willing to spend money to get that solution. So we're going to be getting a lot less traffic. We're going to be targeting with all this stuff. We're going to try and target keywords that aren't terribly competitive, because the way that I'm setting up the site and the way that I'm going to show you to get traffic to it and create backlinks and to rank your sites, it works very well for keywords and phrases that aren't terribly competitive, but that will make you money. So just keep that in mind. For these pages, we're going to be targeting actual buyers, trying to get actual buyers from Google to go to these pages, but we're going to be focusing on keywords that might have a little bit less traffic. So there will be probably less people going to these actual pages, but they're highly targeted and motivated buyers when they get here. So then, so if you're wondering what these blue lines are, this is basically our link structure for the site. So on the home page, we're going to be sure to link to the broadly targeted pages, and then these pages that have a lot of traffic coming in, then they're going to link to the buyer keyword pages. So so the broadly targeted page will then link to another page which will be focusing on ranking in Google for a buyer keyword, which will link to another one that's focused on ranking for a buyer keyword, which will link to another one, and then finally that one will link back to the top. And the reason that we're doing this is so all of the links that we focus on building are going to flow throughout the entire site. So you can see if you build a link, if you build a bunch of links to this page, the authority of that page is going to grow over time, and the link that you this link that's going from this page right here to this page is going to get stronger. So it's going to give this page a little bit more authority in the eyes of Google, which will be passed on to the next page below, down here, and then finally back up to this one. And the broadly targeted keywords, one of the ones where we're going to be sending the most backlinks, because this is going to be for probably a little bit more difficult keyword. And the same goes for the product review. So most of our links we're going to focus on initially going to these top tiers, and then focus on sending some to the lower ones as well. But this way, the links that we build, the link juice, kind of flows throughout the entire site. So it gives the whole site a little bit more authority in the eyes of Google, and makes it a little bit easier for individual pages to rank. All right, so now there's these red lines. So these are also links, and I'll get rid of the blue lines so maybe this doesn't look so clustered. But we're also going to be focusing, each one of these pages is not just going to link to the next page in the chain that I showed you before, but they're also going to be linking back to the home page. So the main reason, there's two reasons for this. One, because the home page is the one that actually has a product review on it, so we want people to click these links and go to the product review so we can kind of pre-sell them on the product, and then at the end on this page, then we'll send them to the product where we're actually going to make commissions. But also by having these links here, these are all links that are going to this page. So Google's going to see more links coming to this page, and it's going to make it easier to rank our actual product review for people that are actually searching for a review of this product, which these are about the most targeted buyers that you could possibly find, is someone that's looking for a review of a product, because that person already knows that they want it. Now they just want you to confirm for them that they're going to make the right decision when they purchase the product. So to give you kind of an idea of the difference between the blue lines and the red lines, hopefully all this is making sense and not getting too confusing. But the blue lines, which are not actually linking to the home page, they're just linking to another page on the site. The purpose of this is to spread some more authority throughout your site, to spread the link juice throughout your site. And this is an example of a paragraph or a couple sentences that would be where you would include one of these links, because our goal isn't necessarily to drive traffic to this page, but just to pass some link juice on to the next page. So it would be something like, making money online doesn't have to be that hard. It can be very easy to earn daily affiliate commissions with simple niche websites. So nothing about that phrase makes me necessarily want to click this link right here, but the link is there. So the link juice is passing on through this page to the next page. But our goal is not necessarily, we're not super concerned about getting people to actually go to that next page. So that's why we're not making a big deal about, about the link. We're just kind of throwing it in there. We're just kind of throwing it in there basically. But one thing I do want to be clear about, this would be using the actual keyword that we're targeting. So in this instance, I'm assuming that the next page we're actually going to be targeting the phrase affiliate commissions. Like, that's what the next page, that the page that this is linking to, that's the phrase that we are actually going to be targeting in Google for that other page. So you want to make sure that when you're linking to other pages in your site, you want to be sure that you're using the actual anchor text for the phrase that you're targeting. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, now for the red line anchor, this is the link that's going to be linking back to your home page. And this one, we actually do want people to go to the home page. This is our main goal. The reason why we're not trying to entice people to go to the other pages on the site is because our primary focus is getting people to the actual product review, so we can then send them on to the product where we earn commissions. So we want to make sure that when we're linking that when we're linking to the product review, we want to entice the person to actually click that link. So you can tell there's a big difference right here between the last one, where it's just kind of like making money online, da 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 da, affiliate commissions, whatever. This one's, we're trying to entice them to actually go there. So if you want to learn how to earn $100 a day on autopilot, check out, and then once again, you're going to use the actual anchor text of the product that you're trying to rank for. So when we're ranking our home page, the two highest traffic search phrases for any product, just in general in my experience, is going to be the actual product name is by far the most searched. So if somebody comes across a product that they're interested in and they want to know more about it, they usually just type in the name of the product and they see what comes up. So this is the one that's going to have the most traffic to it. And then the second most is going to be the product name with the word review after it, because people will actually search for reviews of products. So those are the two primary keyword phrases that you're going to want to target with your actual product review page. So one example is, if you want to learn more about, or if you want to learn how to earn $100 a day on autopilot, check out, and then the name of your product, and this is the anchor, this is a link that's going to your review page. Then or another example is pretty much the same thing, but if you want to learn how to earn $100 a day on autopilot, check out this product name review, which will be, your review page. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer as many questions as I can. Okay, so one more time, I'm going to kind of explain the flow of this and why we're linking to the product review page. Because some of you at this point might be wondering, well, why don't we just link directly to the product on all of these pages? And that is an option. You can link directly just to the product, just bypass the whole product review. And that actually might work better in some instances. But let me kind of explain why I suggest linking to the product review page on your site first, and then I'll kind of address the other option, which is linking directly to the product. So basically, by any additional pages you put between your the page that the person's on, say they're on this page right here, this whatever buyer keyword, if you the more pages you put between them and the actual product that you're trying to sell, the less likely they're actually going to make it to that page and make a purchase. However, if they do make it through multiple pages, you're building trust along the way, and you're giving them a little bit more information to help guide them on their purchasing decision. So if you, especially if you've done sales before and you are good at kind of guiding somebody in the direction that you want them to go in terms of making a purchase, this is an opportunity for you to take somebody from this random keyword that they typed in, because they probably have no idea what this product is at this point. But they typed in this keyword, they're looking for more information. If you can guide them to a review where you can give them even more information about this specific product, then send them on to the product, then you can their chances of actually buying the product are going to be a lot greater when they land on that sales page. So you're essentially using your review to increase the conversions of the traffic that you send to that product. So if that makes sense. Also, you're passing all this link juice. This is a big part of it. All this link juice, because you're going to be sending links to all of these different pages. All the link juice is going to be flowing from every single page to your product review page, which is, like I said, this is when somebody types in the name of the product or the name of the product and the word review, those are the most targeted buyers that you can get essentially for that particular product. So having this page rank at the top of Google for the name of the product is it's extremely valuable, and that's where you're definitely going to make a lot of money. So of course the other option is maybe you are not a great writer, maybe you don't have a lot of experience in selling, and if you just send somebody from any one of these pages to your product review, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult to convince them to go buy the product. So the other option is on every single one of these pages, put a call to action and a link that goes directly to the product. So you'll maximize the amount of people that you get to the product. You'll probably get a lot more people to the actual sales page. The two downsides are, one, there's a chance that you haven't pre-sold them on the product as well as you could. So the conversions might be a little bit lower than if they were to read a full review that you wrote about the product where you really convinced them that this is what they need. And then the other thing is that you don't have all of those links going to that product review, the home page, which is where your review actually is, which is where if you can get that at the top of Google and you can do a decent job of writing a decent review, that's where you're going to get a lot of buyer traffic, and you have basically the biggest opportunity to make a lot of money. So the two downsides are you might not be able to pre-sell the person nearly as much, and you aren't going to be giving quite as much link juice back to your actual product review page. So it's something to think about. Like I said, I'm not the god of the internet, so what I'm telling you to do isn't absolutely the Bible of internet marketing or niche site marketing. It's not the only way to do this. So in time, I want you to be able to do this for yourself. Hold on, let me pull that back up for a second. I want you to be able to not only do this for yourself, but I want you to understand why you're doing what you're doing. So that way, you can make educated decisions about how you want to vary this and where you want to change things up. Okay, but the main thing that I want you to do, you can kind of split test between these two, between either sending it to your actual review page or sending the links to your product. At this point, that's perfectly fine for you to test that out and just see what works best for you. But the main thing that I want to drive home here when I'm talking about follow what I'm telling you, exactly how I'm explaining it, this structure is what I'm talking about in terms of having your product review on the home page, then linking to some broadly targeted keywords, then linking down to some buyer keywords, and having these links, then the links flow in this manner. So this is the main thing that I want you to get from this video, is how to structure your site in this manner. And then just on every one of these pages, you're going to be either linking to the product review page, which is what I recommend you do first. I highly recommend that you try this first before you skip this step, because I think that if you can get this down, this is going to make you the most money. But also, if you're having trouble converting people that way, if you're having trouble getting people back to your product review or whatever, then you can also try switching it up a little bit and send people directly to the product from your pages. So I'm going to kind of leave that up to you, but I recommend trying this way first. And if you have trouble making money with this method, then just send people directly to the product and see if you have some better results that way. So hopefully that all makes sense. If you have any questions, please be sure to just leave them in the comment section, and I'll do my best to address all the questions that I can. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to actually purchase your domain and give you some tips on buying a good domain for your product.